Hello! Today we're going to make my favourite spring flower, the hyacinth. The hyacinth is made up of lots of little flowers on a stalk and also some lovely juicy pointy green leaves. They generally come in pastel colours, although the blue is my favourite. The lilac's not bad either. To make our flowers, we will need some green paper, a selection of pastel colours for the flowers, a glue stick, scissors, some lovely ribbon, and a jar if you have one. First thing, we're going to make the stem. The stem is quite thick, so we're going to cut our A4 sheet of paper down the middle, and what we're going to do is we're going to roll it up into a tube. So we stick the first bit down, that anchors it down, and then we're going to carefully, as tight as we can, roll it into a tube, or a kind of a straw shape. You need a little bit of glue at the end just to make sure it doesn't come unravelled. The next bit, we're going to make the flowers, so I'm picking my favourite blue paper. Again, cut the sheet right down the middle. You then make a fold along the long edge of about 1 centimetre in. Can you see how I did it there? What we do next is we make lots of little cuts all the way down to the fold. Don't cut all the way. Here we go. Takes a bit of time. Great. Yoo-hoo! The next bit is we are going to roll each of the strips. So you roll them up. Try not to flatten them. Try and keep them as round as you can. There we go. Show you again. Roll it up. It's a bit time consuming, but it's worth it. Yep. Roll, 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 roll. Nearly at the end. Here we go. So I have rolled every single strip of paper right up to the fold. There's the last one. There we go. There. All the wee curly whirly bits. What we're going to do now is put some glue right along the edge, and we're going to get our stem and we are going to wrap all the way down. So we're wrapping the bit that we haven't folded, and it wraps all the way down the stem. There we go. Make sure that it's fastened at the end. There we go. Sure, it looks like the real thing. Now we're going to make the leaves, the nice juicy pointy leaves. The bit that we had left from earlier, we're going to cut along and make some pointy leaves, but the leaves are all going to be attached together. You don't want them to be separate. And I've left a little bit at the end with no triangle. Again, what we're going to do is put glue along the edge, and then we're going to use that leading edge and we're going to wrap round the stem underneath the flowers. Can you see how the leaves are sort of wrapping round the stem the way they do in a real hyacinth? Ooh, it's a bit tricky. There we go. The stem might be a bit long, so you can snip it off. Woohoo! There's our hyacinth flower finished. Now, I'm cheating. Here's some I made earlier for a beautiful bouquet. You can wrap the bouquet with the ribbon if you like, but if you can find a clean empty jam jar, you can use that as a sort of a vase. I'm cutting the ends of the ribbon just to make them a bit fancy and so they don't look frayed. And then I'm going to wrap it round the neck of the jar. Tie a wee bow. Now this is a wee bit fiddly. There you go. Make it look nice. And put your hyacinth flowers in the jar. Well done. Sure, wouldn't that make a lovely present for somebody? Or put it in your windowsill.